Welcome back to Cask 529, everyone. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shauna.
And we're back with day 16 of the Whiskey Advent Countdown.
529, Whiskey Christmas Advent, counting down to Christmas, one whiskey at a time. Have yourself a merry little whiskey and a very merry Christmas.
All right, Shauna, day 16.
It is. Let's see what we have.
Moving right along.
See, it's a nice color. It's not dark. It's not light. It's kind of in the medium tone. It's really hard because it's dark back here to tell.
The lid had glue on it.
Because you screwed it on.
I didn't want it to leak. Didn't want it to leak.
Oh, shoot. Hope everybody's having a good day so far.
It's another one of those days.
Not too much longer until Christmas. The countdown is almost over. I am going to be sad when the countdown's over because this has truly been fun.
Me too. So sad.
You are. He's sad because what's in the Glen will be coming back.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So I think the best we can tell, that is actually a pretty good color on that. I'm getting a lot of sweet caramel.
Yeah, the caramel is definitely there. Just some hints of spice on it. A lot of char coming through on the nose for me. Ready to dig in?
I'm ready.
Okay.
See what we got. I had a lot of spices and cinnamon up front that I didn't have on the nose. I didn't have any indication I was going to have those. You did. You said you had some spice.
My first sip of the day, honestly, it kind of gave me the like a cold chill almost going down, and I don't know why it doesn't really normally do that. It must just have been a little bit of proofiness hitting me. However, it's not finishing with that.
No, I want to say there is some proof there, but I'm not so sure that isn't the spices that are lending that.
Yeah. I gotta taste it again because that just took all my tasting notes right out of my head. Definitely getting that cinnamon that you mentioned. A lot of oak and then char notes, but the oak is really present initially. It's finishing with a fruity note. I'm trying to think. It almost reminds me of like a blueberry type note, the sweetness of a fresh blueberry, but it's like a cinnamon blueberry. Okay, I'm just telling you that it has a pop of sweetness at the end that reminds me of a blueberry note.
And that's why everybody has different tasting notes.
I've never gotten blueberry on whiskey before, but...
And I don't get the fruit at all in the finish. I get char and I get oak. Almost pepper in there, I think.
I can see the pepper.
A lot of those things were really strong up front, but on the finish, I feel like they're still there. They're just tamed down. I just don't get what you're getting out of that, and we don't always get the same things.
It's a very pleasant, very nice pour.
It is. It is a nice pour.
I'm thinking it's a little bit proofier, not like super, but I would definitely put it between 100 and 105. I don't think it's like, 110 or 115, but it's not, definitely not, I don't feel in the 80s or 90s.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's that low. I'm going to go with you on the proof, 100 to 105, right in that area. initially on the palate, it strikes me actually as a little bit thin.
I'm not getting the thinness.
Initially, it doesn't finish that way, but I don't know. That one's really got both of us.
You know,
We came to a Y in the road and we each went a different way.
we really did. I did get all the notes that you were getting. However, I'm getting a fruit note, like a sweet fruit note, like a dried note. I wanted to say it was a blueberry because at first it was, but this time it didn't. It almost reminded me more of, I want to say raspberry, but not like a tart raspberry, but more of like a sweetened, like raspberry cobbler in a way. I'm sorry. There is a nice fruit note on the end, and I really like it, and changes flavors each sip.
If you keep it up, we're going to have
An outer wheel.
Mike and Shauna outer wheel.
Hey, that's okay. Mike and I will take a room. I'm going to go 76 on this one.
We are scored almost identical. I'm at a 77.
77?
It's good.
It is good.
It's just, I don't know. It's really different
Yeah.
the way it acts. And again, this is her first pour of the night.
So, this is Frey Ranch Bottled in Bond Straight
100
Rye
proof.
Whiskey.
Rye.
Batch 9, 100 proof. So, we got the proof point, right there at the 100. It's a good pour. It's nothing like the Farmer's Uncut that we had on day one.
It's very unique. You're not going to go out and grab another rye that's like that, I don't think.
No. And so, not disappointed with this. I mean, I gave it a 76, and y'all know that's a good score for me. It's good. It really is. It's definitely not as good as the uncut. I think it was called the Farmer's Uncut, or
Farm something.
I have all the cards right here, so I can go back and look. I scored it a 78, so a couple points higher. I didn't write this on there, but it was 121.6 proof. But I think it was called the Farmer's Uncut.
It had farm in there for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, Frey Ranch, this is the first time we've had any Frey Ranch besides day one. These are brand new bottles for the boxes. Not disappointed.
No, I would gladly drink that. It's
Yeah.
just unique.
It is.
I feel like a couple pours of that, and it's going to be something that you're like, oh yeah, give me that one Frey Ranch.
Yep.
Yep.
Great experience, honestly. I would like to taste a little bit more later after we get done filming, just to see if I can
Yeah.
figure out what that fruit note is.
So guys, if you would, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and drop us a comment. Have you had this Frey Ranch? What'd you think of it? If you're following along, where'd you score your sample? And until next time, everybody, have yourselves a merry little whiskey.
And a very Merry Christmas season.
5:29, whiskey Christmas sadness, counting down to Christmas, one whiskey at a time. Have yourself a merry little whiskey and a very Merry